Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I'm Kaylee Hendricksma. I am the skincare brand manager in Amway North America, and I am so excited to be joined tonight by an amazing panel of IBO leaders. We have Dana Papalardo, Danielle Nafty, and Teresa Dancic. Dana, Danielle, Teresa, before we get into the juicy details of the product, because you know I love talking about product, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your business and anything we should know about you. So Danielle, why don't you go first?
Hi, my name's Danielle, and I'm really excited to be sharing with you here today. I built a business with my husband, Dennis, for over 18 years, and we are Diamonds moving on to EDC, part of Vinny and Dana Papalardo's team, aka Mom and Dad.
That's awesome. All right, well, since you mentioned her, Dana, go ahead.
Hi, Kaylee. It's so great to be here. And Vinny and I started the business in 1994 and have just loved and grown the business. And we actually we are founders EDCs now, and we build the business with our legacy crownship with our children, who you just heard from Danielle. Danielle and Dennis are diamonds in our business. And then Tony and Francis are double diamonds in our business. Happy to be here.
That's awesome. And last but not least, Teresa, hello.
Hi, everybody. So I'm honored to be here with Dana and Danielle and you, Keely. So Howie and I have been now 30 years in the business. I started as a single in 1991 when there was 2 skincare systems. That was it. That's all we had.
Wow.
And it was awesome. But I built a business to the diamond level in 3 years as a single, and artistry was a big part of my success. So I'm so excited to be talking about what's happening in artistry today. And so Howie and I today, as we just hit the double diamond level, are 30 years later. So it's a family business for us, but just really honored to be a part of this because I am excited for the IBOs to succeed in their businesses. So thank you, Kaylee. We're really excited.
That's awesome. So we're so glad you're here to chat about our newest products that are launching and sell them. So that's the key thing here. We're not only going to be talking about our product, but then any of those tips and tricks that work for all of you and your businesses. So everyone who's watching this right now, you know we debuted our clean skincare brand, Skin Nutrition, with 2 power-packed preventative solutions, hydrating and balancing, way back in April. And wow, we know you guys are loving these products. So drop us a comment, let us know what your favorite product or products are, because you can have more than one favorite. Personally, from those 2 lines, I love the hydrating gel cream. It's so awesome. So I'm so excited because these are launching, but they're launching tomorrow on September 22nd. We have 2 more solutions to add to the family. So I'm so pleased to introduce to you Renewing and Firming. I feel like we need to give a moment to Renewing and Firming. Yay! So today we're going to talk about these products and how to sell them with these 3 beautiful ladies. So before we get into those, I want to hear from Danielle. Why do you think clean beauty is so important for you, but also your business?
Well, I think clean beauty is so important to everyone in the world today. I mean, I feel that we live in an environment where we want to be eating really clean. We want to be using clean products all around us, and that includes our skincare, right? So she has done an amazing job of making sure that the products don't include any iffy ingredients, making sure that it's everything in there is really clean and natural and paired with products used from the Neutralite farms, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful correlation and a wonderful thing to tie in together. I've been personally in the makeup and skincare industry for many years, outside of even just our business, but also as a makeup artist for Fashion Week and for celebrity events and things. And I just find that it's an area that people are really passionate about, is having the things that they put on their skin be clean and natural and have, organic ingredients and just things in it that they can feel really confident and comfortable about. And I'm really excited that Artistry is really innovating charging, a new area in this industry, which is really great.
Yeah, definitely. So let's address the elephant in the room, okay? Youth Extend and Annual Radiance. So these products are officially discontinued, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Our renewing solution was actually inspired by Youth Extend. So you're going to get all of the benefits that you loved from those products and more. Dana, you actually have an excellent way of talking to customers who use Youth Extend and Ideal Radiance. How do you help them understand and bring them along in the journey, and how they'll like these products even better? How do you approach this conversation, share this news with them, anyone who's kind of on the fence?
Well, first of all, Kaylee, I'm so sorry. I put it on airplane mode and I'm getting calls and I'm very sorry about that, but doesn't
You're
matter because
okay.
it's all good.
Oh, my
But here's the thing. I think, so many people get nervous about that. But when you think about this, when you think about how quickly technology is changing in skincare technology, I remember years ago, they used to tell me that it was around 7 years that the technology of skincare was changing. And I believe it's even faster today. Well, the Youth Extend and Ideal Radiance were over 7 years old. It was time. And I am so thankful that the corporation understands that and that they're on top of that and that they change the technology. It would be like if I said to you, your phone is really good. It's 10 years old, or even it's 5 years old or 3 years old, and you've got the best Apple phone, but it's 3 years old. Well, what does that mean to you? You don't want that Apple phone. You want the latest and greatest, right? So it's the same with skincare. And I want to give you an idea really quickly. If you just think of, I'm going to use the better technology when it comes to the moisturizers. In the past with Ideal Radiance and Youth Extend, we only had 2 moisturizers, and one of them didn't even have SPF in it. It was more of a used for night. Whereas with this new system, you've got 4 moisturizers. You've got the Reactivation Day Cream with SPF 30, by the way. You've got the Reactivation Day Lotion with SPF 30 in it. And then you've got the Ultra Lifting. You've got the Renewing Activation Cream. I mean, it's so incredible that you guys have given us the latest and greatest in technology when it comes to skincare. So that's what I'm going to mention to you. That is so important. Don't be afraid. As a matter of fact, if you go on the Resource Center, there is a switch chart that you guys can download, and it might help you with some of your IBOs or your customers to help them to understand why and what goes with, in place of the other. So that's my take on that, Kaylee.
Yeah, no, I love that comparing to a cell phone technology. I think it makes so much sense. You would never hesitate to upgrade your phone. So it's the same thing. In addition, those switch charts can be found on virtual toolkit as well. And
that's right.
You'll be getting that link soon. So the renewing and firming solutions are really designed to help repair the appearance of moderate to even advanced visible signs of aging. So think fine lines, wrinkles, maybe some of that sagging that you're experiencing. So Teresa, Dana, and Danielle all received products ahead of time. So this conversation is going to be very real. I mean, we have people calling in on accident on our iPads right now. This is a real conversation with these leaders, which is awesome. They've experienced the products, they understand the benefits, they've experienced the textures, the fragrances, all of that kind of stuff. So let's go through the products. So first and foremost, we got to cleanse our skin, right? So we have the Renewing Foaming Cleanser. This is a rich, creamy foam. It's really going to pamper and hydrate while gently removing dirt, makeup residue, anything that's left over from your day, and pollution. So that's a very important point on this too. Pollution is everywhere. You'll see the texture. I'm actually going to show it to you. Hopefully it doesn't get all over my iPad because that happens a lot. Here's the texture. It's gorgeous. It's thick and creamy, but it's not heavy when you wash it off. Your face is not going to feel weird and oily. It's going to feel beautifully cleansed and conditioned. And actually is inspired by our Youth Extend cleanser that so many of you know and love. So next, the Renewing Softening Toner. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of obsessed with this. So this soothes, moisturizes, and conditions your skin. So similar to the hydrating and balancing toners, this also includes that prebiotic to help balance out your microbiome, which is so hot right now in the industry. This one is a little bit thicker. You can see it's a little bit more milky. It's beautiful on the skin. And here's a pro tip. use it without a cotton pad. I actually just like putting it right on my fingers and then patting it all over my face. You're gonna feel amazing right before you go to bed. I'm always like, ooh, I look good going to bed. All right, next, let's get into the moisturizers. So we have a couple moisturizers to offer in this collection. The first one is the Renewing Reactivation Cream. So this is going to come in this gorgeous jar, which we haven't talked about the packaging yet, but how gorgeous is this packaging? I just love it. It looks beautiful on your vanity. This is going to reduce lines and wrinkles. You know, if you're seeing any of those lines and wrinkles on your face, while reactivating your skin's ability to look younger and healthier. So let that sink in a second. All of the moisturizers we're going to talk about today all include a repair complex, which is actually going to boost your skin to look younger and healthier, which is blows my mind every time. Also, this is not greasy at all. I'll show you in the cap because it will fall out of the jar. It's a beautiful, cushiony, glossy cream. So here it is, and it smells amazing as well. It rubs in so beautifully. Okay, next is the Renewing Reactivation Eye Cream. So you'll notice this reactivation word. That's really what I was just explaining, reactivating your skin's natural ability to look younger and healthier. That's why that word is in there. So the eye cream, let's talk about the eyes, okay? This is where, you know, you may have some lines and wrinkles, you may be losing some firmness here, but this is really going to be your best friend. So this also includes the repair complex. It's specifically formulated for the eye area. And Danielle, I heard this is one of your favorites from the new line. So let's hear what you love most about it.
Well, it is. I mean, I literally carry it everywhere around with me. You'll see my bottle, it's like almost all the way gone because in the small amount of time I've had it, I literally keep it in my purse. I keep it in my gym bag, no matter where it is. I'm so excited to order it so I can have like 4 on hand. You don't have to losing them. But it's a really special peptide blend that's really going to help that under eye area. It fills in the fine lines, the deep wrinkles, the darkness, the puffiness, and it's addressing everything that goes on in that eye area. One of the things I always heard as a makeup artist is that the eyes are the windows to the soul. And I didn't want those windows to be cracked and filling and gross. I want them to be really smooth and supple and lively. Because that really is where we show if we're tired, if you had a fight with your significant other and we're crying or something came up in life, you really want that eye area to be really in the best condition possible. So I use eye cream as often as possible. I use it, you know, between 3 and 4 times a day. I think it's really important to remember that this is helping with that puffiness, the dark circles, the fine lines, the deep wrinkles, all of the areas that we need. And one of the things to remember is if you apply it with your ring finger here and you dab from the outer corners in, it's going to help to bring that circulation back to that area. Because if anyone on this live has ever noticed, if you're tired, you wake up and have darker circles than you maybe did the previous day. And that's because the circulation, it's like the last place it goes. If you think of the skin around the eyes, it's as thin as the skin of an onion. You know, I think the rest of our face is around 23 to 27 layers, and under our eye is only 7. So we have to take really good care of that. And this product has been by far, like, I love everything in the collection, but I'm telling you, this is amazing. You're all gonna love it. And I'm a diehard Supreme LX girl. So I was like, I can't part with it. But the
Oh boy.
do it together. Like, I put this on first in the morning and I use my Supreme LX at night. And then I'll still put this on top of that because
Oh my gosh.
not like it just should have the more moisture there, the better, in my opinion.
That's awesome. I love that. I never thought about layering. I love it.
Here.
Genius. Okay, so next up, we have 2 products to talk about here. Let's talk about moisturizers with SPF. So just a few minutes ago, Dana was talking about SPF 30. So that's right. We have upgraded. We are now at SPF 30, which is so exciting. So we have a cream and we have a lotion. So really, depending on what you're looking for in an SPF, we've got you covered. Both reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So of course, you're going to have that repair complex, 24 hours of hydration, and then the SPF 30. Dana, how would you approach a conversation about which one to choose if a customer is unsure?
Yeah, and really, there's many options for you in that arena. first of all, I love to let them know, because I think it's fantastic that both of these products have the pomegranate, the Neutralite pomegranate in it. Both of them, and Kaylee educated me today about that, both of them have the shea butter. I love shea butter. And of course, the lotion would have a little bit of less than that. But those are, and both have the full light protection, very important, in the repair complex, very important for your product knowledge for your customer. So basically what I would say to you is, if you tend to be a little bit more oily, you may want to use the day lotion. And of course, if you tend to be a little bit, which is a non-greasy formula, by the way, love it. I'm actually combination. So I could use either one. And what I found is, I do this, Kaylee. I might use the day cream if I'm feeling a little extra dry. However, I also may use my regular moisturizer, which I do use the LX moisturizer during the day. And then I may top that with the lotion. Okay. So now I'm switching everything over to this system, because I just think you complete the whole package here. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah. And can't forget that full light protection. And that includes blue light, which is so important. Awesome. So last, but this is not least at all. Oh my gosh. This is a brand new benefit to our Artistry portfolio. We have a firming moisturizer. So this is the Firming Ultra Lifting Cream. It's our most comprehensive anti-aging moisturizer yet. It firms the appearance of sagging skin, reduces the look of lines, wrinkles, all that good stuff. It's gorgeous. Teresa, I want to hear all about it. How would you approach selling this? Tell me your favorite things. I know you're obsessed with this product. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so with this product, when you think about firming, sagging skin, taking away deep wrinkles, you can't approach someone like that. Like, you really need this.
Yeah.
But definitely when people are, like, maybe they'll say, wow, you look great. How old are you? Or something like that, or starts a conversation, or your skin is really beautiful. What do you use? And then I'll say something like, we just launched a new exciting product. It's giving me so many incredible results with firming and helping with sagging skin. So I'll be 58 this year. So I let them know my age. And so that they're like, wow, you look good. And I go, yeah, it's the products I've been using. And so having a sample to offer them, and, letting them know. But what I think about, experiencing and finding the customer, what I love is that we have other choices. So now this one is going to be the highest price point at $71 retail. That's US. But when you think about our benchmark for our luxury product with Suprema Lex, that's in the $300 range. So this is such a great alternative to somebody who is really looking for a powerful anti-aging moisturizer. So this one provides that additional benefits for lifting and sagging. And I talk about how my grandmother, when she grew up in whatever the 30s, 40s, she had soft skin, but she had skin down to here. It was like bloodhound cheeks, because there was no firming benefits and there was no anti-aging benefits. It just produced soft skin. So she had the softest cheeks, but they were down here. So, today's technology, it really does provide the lifting. And when you think about your neck area, so I think that hopefully being a product of the product, so as business owners, you want to make sure you're experiencing the product, and you can use whether the renewing cream during the day, with all of our climates. For me, I live in Hawaii and Colorado. So I go to the sun to hyper dry in Colorado. So I need this at night to really lather up. And then maybe I can explain that to a customer. Like I can say, have you noticed the effects of the environment? Does it feel like your skin is getting really dry because of the winter coming? I have a great product that I would love you to experience. We just launched it. I have a sample I can share with you. It could be something like that, so that, we're not approaching it with, you look really bad, you need this product. So, but I hope that can help. I hope you guys are so excited to try. And it's also good for men too, because Howie always is like taking it off of my side of the sink, and he goes like, where did my product go? So I'm using it. So it's good for men too. So definitely for the guys and the ladies.
Yeah, that's a great point. my husband's always stealing my skincare too. So, and he's probably gonna look younger than me someday. I swear. It's gonna. So yeah, that's awesome, and I think that's great advice. You're totally right. You can't approach someone and say you don't look so good. So I think great advice for how to do it. So I love that you're all so excited about these products, as am I. I'm just so happy they're out into the world now. Danielle, what are your favorite education resources to learn about these new product launches?
I mean, that's a great question, Kaylee. And I think there's so many wonderful resources that Amway provides for us. I know one of my biggest and most favorite one is the Artistry Beauty app. I think that that's a really great tool that people can use so that they can, really see for themselves what products would be recommended for them, how old their skin is, how healthy their skin is, all that. And it's something everyone can use. It makes it really simple for a customer to just go ahead and check out and receive great benefits. The virtual toolbox, Amway has created this virtual toolbox, which is really easily accessible. You can just put it even right on the homepage of your phone and have it be all the different videos, all the different resources in there that you can check out and view. There's also just the Amway website product pages. I mean, you can't beat that. And their education courses. And then, of course, we can't ever forget our amazing catalogs. I mean, this brand new catalog, for those of you, hopefully everyone received it on here, but it's absolutely beautiful. There's the full Artistry one. There's also the mini catalog. And those are resources that I find make it really simple for me to educate based on what that person's looking for. So some people are a little more tech savvy. Some people are not as tech savvy. And I have options for all of them. So that way then I can meet them at their comfort level and really walk them through what is right for their skin and for their skin health.
Yeah, awesome. I also want to add on the product pages, we will be debuting our before and after images, which is so exciting. So go check those out. Not right now, but after this live. So to those of you watching, again, to find these resources, you can visit the Amway website, go to the education site, resource center. We have the toolbox. We've got tons and tons of support for you. So let's move into selling. So first question, Dana, what's your overall approach to selling beauty products or providing beauty recommendations?
So I think the first thing I ask them, Kaylee, is if there is one condition that you are experiencing with your skin that you would most like to change, what would that be? And by them answering that question, I'm better able to qualify what they really would love to do for their skin. Maybe it's sunspots, maybe it's wrinkles, maybe it's sagging, but they're telling me about it. And then Danielle said so wonderfully. I mean, we have so many tools, including the customer tiles. I mean, I'm with Danielle. My favorite is the Artistry Beauty app, and always leaving a catalog. But the resource center has so much to offer, and educating yourself is first and foremost, because knowledge is power. And the more knowledgeable you are, the more comfortable you're going to be with selling your clients. Don't be afraid too. Sometimes you may need to start with makeup, and go to makeup that are your door opener products, like your light up lip glosses or the Artistry, the Studio mascara. These are go-to products that, for opening the door so you can get into selling them skincare. Maybe you need to go to some of our existing products that are amazing products, like the vitamin C and HA or the 14-day restore, because if they say to you, oh, I'm really covered in my skincare, well, most likely they're not using products like that, and you could start them there and then work them into our other products. So that's, and by the way, and don't forget the Studio products, yes, they are more of a trend line product, but that makes the customer more excited to try the latest and greatest. So you've got the Zen Days ahead, and you've got the Glowtini, both, again, door opener products that get people excited. And maybe that's all you sell them initially, but from that, you can get them into these great systems of ours.
Yeah, that's great. So do you have any tips for informing customers about new product launches like skin nutrition or others? Danielle, talk through your approach with that.
Yeah, I think it's really important to stay in communication with your customers. I know it seems maybe you don't want to be the person or you don't want to bother them, but understand they don't know what they don't know. So they don't know that something launched. They don't know that there's something new to try. So I believe in just shooting out a text message or letting someone know, sending them an email, whatever form of communication you most often use. Maybe it's a phone call, maybe it's in person, but letting them know some new products that have launched. Maybe you even offer some samples of it, so that way they get to touch it and feel it for themselves. If they're very hands-on and you're very close with them, you could also offer, hey, I'd love to stop by and let you try it, so you get to touch it and feel it for yourself. But whatever it is that your methodology is when it comes to customers, I think the most important thing is don't be so rigid in not allowing there to be, and what I mean by that is don't say, well, I did this for customer A, I have to do it for customer B. You do need to listen to your customers' needs and understand that everyone's a little different. Customers, you just, maybe they want just an email sent to them once a year with new product information. And some people may want to actually meet up for a cup of coffee and actually see the products for themselves, and be open to doing whatever that customer needs, because you're 80% more likely to hang on to a customer you already have than you are to go out and get a new one. So we may as well try to help keep them in and get them excited about all the wonderful things we have.
Yeah, that's great. So you mentioned samples, and Teresa, you mentioned samples earlier when you were talking. So I know you love using samples and you're so good at it. Can you share some advice on how to do that or what you do?
Yes. Okay, so I often to equip people with a script. So if you were brand new, Keely, I would say, Keely, let me help you with, maybe you're intimidated on selling. So I'm going to read this from, it's like, I would tell you to say, my company is running a promotion with the latest and greatest in a new skincare line that just launched. We're leaving people samples of the products. If I left you some, would you be interested in trying it? And then just a simple script like that. And then what would you say if you were? Absolutely. Okay, yeah. Great. Well, I have a product for firming, and then I have a product for renewing, like hydrating. So are you more interested in something that for hydration or something for firming and toning? And then I would give you based upon what samples I had. So if I have one of the samples here, or I would tell them, make sure they have the samples on hand and give them a choice. Because if people can choose, they're more apt to try the product versus me handing them a bunch of stuff that they would never try or not interested in. Yeah. So then I describe it. And then if I describe to you and I teach people, read from the catalog. Like I say, this one, Keely, is a multi-action cream. It's bursting with high-powered benefits to visibly firm sagging skin. You don't have sagging skin, so maybe you don't need this one. But it reduces the look of deep set wrinkles. So maybe this one, but this one, so I tell them, read from the catalog so they don't have to be the expert. They can use the materials that Amway's produce and then let you choose. So that's how I really recommend the budget-friendly way to leave samples instead of just handing people a bunch of stuff. So when you pick it, Kaylee, then you're more apt to, and then I will make sure I'll say to you, I teach the IBOs to have a follow-up. So what I do with leaving you the samples in 2 days after you use it, is that enough time for you? I'll call you to see if you like it. If there's a promotion going on, you have to create a promotion for yourself, or there's a great way that you can take advantage of all the new products. So it's just kind of that lead in, a script that helps people get that door opener, because sometimes they don't know how to say it. Like, what do I say? How do I get my mom or my sister interested? So yeah. Hopefully that can help. But the samples are great. So thank you guys for making these. These are awesome.
No, that's great. And for everyone watching, we will have samples of renewing and firming moisturizers available tomorrow when everything launches. So yay! I know everyone loves samples. I love samples. So once you get a customer interested in, maybe you give them a sample or you talk with them, go through the app, all of that. How do you close the sale? Dana, how do you do that? You have some tips.
So Kaylee, and I mentioned this on our last Facebook Live, closing the sale, I think, is where people sometimes stumble or falter the most. They're afraid to do one simple thing, and that's ask for the sale. And asking for the sale is simply that. It's not saying, would you like to buy? It's saying, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the Reactivation Day Cream, or would you prefer the Ultra Lifting Cream along with the system, because you said you only wanted one cream, you know, and how will you be paying for that? A credit card, a check, cash, you know, so Venmo, just asking for the sale, being secure and knowing. Now, if they say, I don't know, and it's generally because they're not sold out to a particular product that you've talked to them about. So now we go back to overcoming the objections. So I might say something like, well, I know you said that your budget is a little bit tight and that you wanted to basically only start with the cleanser, the toner, and one moisturizer. If you could pick one of these moisturizers, which one was your favorite? And I would go through the features and the benefits of those moisturizers again. And then what would I do next is I would say, and how will you be paying for that? So it's always about asking for that sale.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, don't be afraid, right?
No.
That's awesome. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so can you share a tried and true follow-up tip for someone who's struggling with that? Teresa, I'm going to kick it back to you for this one.
Okay, so for following up, I think the word courtesy. So I teach the IBOs to say, if I left you a sample, then I would say on a text, and I would ask you, hey, do you text better or phone call? And then you would say, I text. I go, okay. So I'd say, hi, Kaylee, Teresa, following up as a courtesy. Did you get to use the samples? What did you think? I'd love to catch up and see if there's any questions or if you want to take advantage of the promotions. So just having that word courtesy in, I'm following up as a courtesy. And even then following up after, let's say you purchase the product. Sometimes people experience it, go, I need that. And so I'll say, I'll be following up with you after you receive the products to make sure that you're enjoying the benefits and it's all working out. Always reminding people of the 180-day satisfaction guarantee. That's important. But then the word, so if I'm following up as a calling you back now, Kaylee, I'm calling you as a courtesy to see if you received your products. How are you enjoying them? Let me know. And so that way, you know, oh yeah, I'm servicing you. And then we always talk about lavishly thanking the customer, whether it's a thank you card, additional samples, but really letting the person know how much you value their business and that you want to earn their business. So, and I'll tell you that, Keely, I want to earn your business. I want to incentivize you and serve you so much that you'll come to me if you need additional product and things like that. So I don't know if those can help, but hopefully
that's great.
Those follow-up tips.
Yeah, that's awesome. Meeting them where they're at. That's great. I love that. All of you have shared such amazing advice. I want to end with one more question. So we know one of the keys to a successful business is maintaining those relationships with your customers. Do you have any tips for keeping loyal, happy customers and securing those, repeat orders and all of that? Danielle.
Well, I think Teresa really covered it very, very well with those customer relationships and follow up. But one of the things I would just add is don't be afraid to really make sure and I mentioned it before, but you know how your customer operates. And what I mean by that is don't be afraid to gift wrap something, with that lavish, like Teresa said, lavish thank you note or a set of samples. So that way they really truly feel that they have received a really special thing. When you go to a boutique and they gift wrap what you bought, you just feel more special about opening it. It's just a little bit different experience than just ordering it online and getting it in a box, which is still really awesome that we can do that for people. But if you are local or if it is someone that it's very nice to be able to stop by and be close to them. And gift wrap it and have pretty tissue paper and whatever it is you can do. With our new IBOs, we teach them, Amway sent you with this intro box, these wonderful gift bags, use them, put some of the samples in them and give them to friends and family so they get to experience the wonderful things you're experiencing. So thank you so much for allowing us to share with you, Kaylee, today. I hope that helped.
Yeah, no, that's great. So this has been such an incredible conversation. Thank you so much, Danielle, Dana, and Teresa for sharing your advice, all your secrets, all the details. We're so fortunate to have leaders like you that are willing to have just a nice chat about skincare and about selling. So everybody remember, Renewing and Firming Solutions are launching tomorrow, September 22nd. We hope you, I know, yay! We hope you use some of this expert advice to get out there, score more verified customer sales, and we're so excited to hear how you love the products. So thank you all of you and have a great night. Bye.